everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to add OptinMonster leads in Google Sheets. So I am an owner of a business and I collect the data of my leads with the help of OptinMonster. So my objective is that as soon as any of my customers generates a new lead with the help of OptinMonster, automatically I want to add the details of that lead in my Google Sheets. For that, what we are going to do is we're going to simply create an automation between OptinMonster and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn to do this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to add OptinMonster leads in Google Sheets. So I'm an owner of a business and I collect the data of my leads with the help of OptinMonster. My objective is that as soon as a new lead is going to be generated by any of my customers with the help of OptinMonster, automatically I want to create a record of the lead in my Google Sheets. For that, what we are going to do is we're going to simply create an automation between OptinMonster and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A new dialog box is then going to appear, which is asking for a workflow name. So I'm going to give a name to my workflow as Add OptinMonster Leads in Google Sheets. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down arrow, and these are the folders from which I'm going to select OptinMonster Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to a workflow and selecting the folder, let's click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Add OptinMonster Lead in Google Sheets, and there are 2 windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and Action are the 2 most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these 2 concepts. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. Firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our trigger step. For that, click on this arrow right over here. And for the trigger application over here, we are going to select it as OptinMonster. So I'm going to select my trigger application as OptinMonster. So I'm going to select my trigger application right over here. And for the trigger event as new lead, because as our objective is that whenever a new lead is going to be generated by OptinMonster, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that lead that has been generated. Okay, and to connect OptinMonster to Pabbly Connect has provided us with the webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we are going to connect OptinMonster to Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, to follow the steps given here below in the help desk in order to connect OptinMonster to Pabbly Connect. Firstly, what you have to do is you have to open the form that you have created with the help of OptinMonster in order to collect the lead details. So as you can see right away, this is the form that I've created with the help of OptinMonster to collect the lead details. Okay, and this is the edit page of this form right over here. Okay, and over here in the edit page, you can see over here it says integrations. We're going to click on integrations right over here. So as we have clicked on integrations, OptinMonster's lead integration page is going to then appear in front of you. And in order to connect this form to Pabbly Connect, we have to click on Add New Integration right over here. In the search bar, we have to search over here for webhooks. We're going to search for webhooks right over here. So this webhooks, I'm going to select it. Over here for the webhooks, we're going to add a new webhook right over here. For the name of the webhook, over here, I'm going to give it as Demo Test. So this is the name of my webhook, and for the URL, I'm going to paste the URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us, and then we're going to click on Connect to Webhook right over here. As you can see over here, webhook is successfully added right over here in the name of Demo Test. And if I'm going to take you back to my workflow, over here a response is going to be received, and this is the dummy webhook response right over here, which is the example that we have successfully added the webhook to OptinMonster. Okay, but as we want to collect the details of the lead that has been generated with the help of OptinMonster, so we are going to click on Recapture Webhook Response and then on Yes right over here. so that whenever a new lead is going to be generated, automatically the webhook response is going to be captured in this workflow right over here. So now what we are going to do is we are going to generate a test lead with the help of OptinMonster, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the test lead that we are generated with the help of OptinMonster or not. For that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my campaign that I've created. As you can see right over here, this is the form that I've created with the help of OptinMonster in order to collect the lead details. We have to click on yes, sign up right over here. It is asking for the name, email and the phone number of my lead. For the name over here, I'm going to write it as test account. This is the name of my lead right over here. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as testaccount@pabblytunes.com, and for the phone number over here, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number. After filling all the details, I'm going to click on subscribe to do the test lead submission. As you can see that over here, it says you are all signed up right over here. So this means that the lead is generated successfully with the help of OptinMonster. So now I'm going to open my workflow that I've created with Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the lead that has been generated or not. For that, I'm going to open my Pabbly Connect account. I'm going to scroll down, and yes, as you can see right over here, response is captured in our Pabbly Connect. We're going to tally the response right over here. For the name of the first name of our lead, that is test, last name as account, phone number, dummy mobile number, email as testaccount@pabblytunes.com. So this means that we successfully connected OptinMonster to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. As our objective is that whenever a new lead is going to be generated with the help of OptinMonster, automatically I want to create the record of that lead in my Google Sheets. So this is a spreadsheet that I've created with the help of Google Sheets, in which I want to create the record of the new lead that is going to be generated with the help of OptinMonster. It is asking for the date, first name, last name, email and the phone number of the lead. Okay, so what we are going to do is now we are going to add our action step in this workflow right over here, and for the action application over here, we are going to select it as Google Sheets. So we're going to select our action application as Google Sheets, and for the action event, we're going to select it as add new row, because we want to create the record of the new lead that is going to be generated with the help of OptinMonster in my Google Sheets. Okay, and then we're going to click on connect in order to connect Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. A new window is going to appear on which click on add new connection, but if you want, you can select the existing connection. After that, over here it says sign in with Google. We're going to click on it. As soon as you're going to do that, over here a window is going to appear which is asking for a permission. I'm going to click on allow. As the save process in my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect, so I'm going to click on allow right over here. As you can see that we have successfully authorized Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, firstly it is asking for us to select a spreadsheet. So I've created a spreadsheet in the name of OptinMonster Leads Details. So for the spreadsheet over here, I'm going to select it as OptinMonster's Leads Details. Okay. Next over here, it is asking for us to select a sheet. So in my spreadsheet, I've created a single sheet in the name of sheet 1 right over here. So for the sheet over here, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. Okay. Next over here, it is asking for the date, first name, last name, email and the phone number. So these are the fields that I've created in my spreadsheet, as you can see right over here. And I want that whenever a new lead is going to be generated, automatically the record of that lead should be under these 5 fields right over here. So what we are going to do is over here, these are the fields that I've created in my spreadsheet. So what we are going to do is for the data of these fields, we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we are going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow, and how it works, as soon as you're going to click on this field, this was the previous step, that is OptinMonster new lead. Click on this arrow and this was the response that was captured in our previous step. As for here, it is asking for the date, so I'm going to map the data of the date right over here for the date that lead has been generated. As I map the data, what happens is the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically in place of this mapped data, the new data is going to be updated. Next over here, it is asking for the first name, so I'm going to map the data for the first name of my lead generated right over here. Next, it is asking for the last name. I'm going to map the data of the last name of my customer. For the email, I'm going to map the data of the email of my customer from my previous response. For the phone number, I'm going to map the data of the phone number of my customer right over here. So after filling all the details, I'm going to click on save and send test request. As I've done that, over here we have received a response, and the response that we have received is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my spreadsheet that I've created, and I'm going to check whether the record of the lead that is generated with the help of OptinMonster is created in my spreadsheet or not. For that, I'm going to open my spreadsheet that I've created, and yes, as you can see right over here, the record is created successfully in my spreadsheet. For the date as June 7, 2024, first name as test, last name as account, email as testaccount@pabblytunes.com, and for the phone number, dummy mobile number. So this means that we successfully created an automation between OptinMonster and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. But now for you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate another test lead with the help of OptinMonster. I'm going to check whether the record of that lead is successfully created in my spreadsheet or not. For that, I'm going to open my campaign that I've created. As you can see, this is the campaign that I've created with the help of OptinMonster. I'm going to click on yes, sign me up right over here. It is asking for the name, email and the phone number. So firstly, I'm going to fill in all the details. As you can see that I've filled in all the details for the first name as smart user, for the name as smart user, email as smartuser@ @pabblytudes.com for the phone number, dummy mobile number. After that, I'm going to click on subscribe to do a test submission. As you can see over here, it says you're all signed up. That means it's fully generated the lead. So now I'm going to open my spreadsheet that I've created, and I'm going to check whether the record of this lead that we have generated with the help of OptinMonster is created in my Google Sheets or not. For that, I'm going to open my spreadsheet, and yes, as you can see right over here, the record is created successfully. For the data as June 7, 2024, for the first name as Smart, last name as User, email as smartuser@pabblytudes.com, and for the phone number, a dummy mobile number. So this means that we successfully created an automation between OptinMonster and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now we're going to sum up till now what we have done. I am an owner of a business and I collect the data of my leads with the help of OptinMonster. My objective is that as soon as a new lead is going to be generated by any of my customers with the help of OptinMonster, automatically I want to create the record of that lead in my Google Sheets. For that, what we have done is we've simply created an automation between OptinMonster and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect, and this is how we create this amazing automation. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.